I'm now joined on the line by Mr. Schnetler. He's the Chief Executive of Delta International Property Fund, and he's going to tell us more about the company's listing on the Stock Exchange of Mauritius. Good to have you with us on the line, Louis. Not only do you operate in the likes of Mauritius, Mozambique, as well as South Africa, but clearly the decision to list on the Mauritian Stock Exchange was one that is certainly motivated by several factors. Maybe if you can give us a highlight as to what drove you or drove the decision to actually decide to list on the Mauritian Stock Exchange.
Yes, good evening, Gugu, and thanks for the opportunity to speak. Gugu, we were primarily listed on the Bermudan Stock Exchange with a secondary listing on the JSE, on the Altex. And we took the decision late last year. We do run our operations out of Mauritius, and we took the decision to migrate, the company, and then also migrate the listing from Bermuda to Mauritius. Bermuda, there's about a 6-hour time difference, travel. It's not a well-known exchange for African operations. We're a dollar fund on the real estate side, running operations within Africa. So we took the decision to move to the Stock Exchange of Mauritius, the SEM as we all know it. A lot of other Africa and also European operating real estate companies are listed on the Stock Exchange of Mauritius. So we started the process, and luckily this morning we started trading for the first time on the Stock Exchange of Mauritius.
Maybe if you can tell us about the capital that you're looking to raise there, the quantity, and more importantly, how the capital that will be raised will be deployed.
So what we did now is really we took the current shares that are listed and trading on the Bermudan Stock Exchange, and we merely moved those shares and placed them on the Mauritian Stock Exchange. So this was purely an introduction via placing. We didn't issue shares for further capital raise at the moment. So this is purely just moving the company to Mauritius. This allows us to talk to international investors who invest in real estate in Africa, who understand the Stock Exchange of Mauritius. Not a lot of them, if you go to the Middle East and you talk to investors, they're not so familiar with the Bermudan Stock Exchange, but more so they understand the Stock Exchange of Mauritius. So this was purely placing our existing stock on the Stock Exchange of Mauritius. Obviously, we have been in the news talking about further acquisitions, so further capital will be raised in due course.
Louis, just two questions in one here. Firstly, yes, did any tax implications play a role in this particular decision? And also your view on our tax regulator here, or SARS, as it's better known as. Are you slightly concerned about them paying closer attention to companies, South African-focused companies rather, in the markets that you happen to play in?
So on your first question, there's no tax considerations in moving from Bermuda to the Stock Exchange of Mauritius. Both exchanges or both countries have double taxation treaties in place with with most of the African countries. And then really, my view on our tax position is, we're a company that's run out of Mauritius. We've got offices there, we've got rental accommodation there where people live. So, we purely fall under the tax laws of the countries that we operate within. And then in terms of the double taxation treaties, we can then expatriate profits out of those countries to the Stock Exchange of Mauritius. So, we're not subject to the South African tax laws as it stands at the moment, Google.
Louis, thank you so much for your time today and that update on that listing on the Mauritian Stock Exchange. That was Louis Schnetler, Chief Executive there of Delta International Properties.